I mentioned a moment ago that neither coach had used their challenge.
Welcome back, guys. Coach's Challenge. You're here with your boy Mike, Gertie, H, and Carl. We're missing one, but Miggs is officially fired. We fired Miggs, so
damn.
I enjoyed Miggs' analytics.
Business is booming anyway.
Yeah, business is booming on his end, so Miggs is fired. So Miggs, if you didn't know you're fired and you're listening to a podcast, you're fired.
Damn, he's finally out after this. Damn.
Miggs thought this was the NBA. Nah, man, we treat employees here like the NFL.
Oh, man.
You trying to tell me Miggs was kneeling and you wasn't with it?
No, it definitely wasn't. He was gone.
Yo, 2020, one hell of a year. That's crazy.
Hey, all of our fans on Instagram, I better see hashtag bring Miggs back. It's probably not going to happen, but I want to see it.
I know
another fallen soldier.
I know a Puerto Rican old head that eats ass that could take his place.
That's my dude. Wait, pause. That came out. That came out wrong.
Lamont, listen. It is 2020. I am not judging you, Lamont.
I'm not judging you, Lamont.
Be free, Lamont. Be free, honey.
It's okay.
You're not judging me? I'm the only one here who didn't cringe during The Last of Us 2.
Well, spoilers. Whoa.
I didn't say anything. All I said was I'm the only one who didn't cringe during The Last of Us 2. What you talking about, Mike?
That's a spoiler. I ain't see it, but I already know what it's about.
Oh, you know?
I know you guys been hearing about the players getting sick, the cases in Florida reaching their daily highs, and them serving dry chicken in the bubble. So there's rumors going. That's not rumors, but they're saying that Adam Silver is worried about the positive tests that may pop the NBA bubble. What are you guys' thoughts on that?
I agree. It's damn it, I had this analogy, and I just lost it. It's probably gonna come to me afterwards. But you have this whole sterile environment that's supposed to be perfect, right? And for all intents and purposes, like the bubble will be perfect for the first day. Like no one is going to be infected, all the food is going to be clear and things like that, and that can last for however long. If just one person makes one mistake, whether that's going outside for a few or picking something up that wasn't supposed to be picked up or missing one protocol in sanitizing something, right? That whole shit is fucked up because everything there is so clean, and that one thing is enough to like set everything off. It's like an atom bomb. I mean, right? An atom bomb does all that destruction. It's really literally just a splitting of an atom, which is like super, super tiny. And that one little thing is enough to fuck everything up. And that's exactly what he's worried about. And he's right. Like, if the coronavirus gets into that bubble, not only can it infect one person, it can infect basically, worst case scenario, everyone there, and the whole shit is shut down. And all the money that they put into creating the bubble, the money they secured, it's gonna all go to waste.
They gotta get everybody's cooperation, man. They gotta wanna.
That's a lot, though. That's a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot, but they gotta want the players, the trainers, the whoever's in that bubble. Everybody gotta want the same thing, and that's to get this off the ground and have a successful 3 months. And so they could give us basketball.
What if I'm losing? Like if I'm losing and I'm on my way out. Don't you think I
that's some Mike shit right there. That's some Mike shit right there.
You can't put it past. You can't put it past players.
Yo, oh word, I lost. Yo, imagine after Dame hits the shot in Westbrook's face, and now we in the era of
that's what I was gonna bring up. Like, yo, I could see somebody being like, yo, I'm winning. Like, imagine if you're up by like 2 or 1 and like you're playing amazing defense, and all of a sudden this nigga like hits a shot while you're in his face, hand all up. There's no reason why he should make this shot. That shit goes in and you gotta go home. I'm not saying it's morally right, but I'm not really.
I'm infecting the bubble. That bubble's getting popped.
I'm not judging that player too heavily when he goes outside real quick with some Popeyes and come back into the bubble.
I wouldn't put it past. I wouldn't put it past players, but with the information that be leaking out and all that, whoever that player is.
Oh no, he's done. He's gonna be found out.
Over.
Yeah, he's gonna be found out.
It's over.
Jamal Crawford got signed to the Brooklyn Nets. Just wanted to put that.
Wait, say who got signed to the Brooklyn Nets?
Jamal Crawford got signed by the Brooklyn
Oh,
Nets.
as a substitution. As a substitution.
They getting they getting anybody and everybody.
I wish my Sixers picked him up, but as long as he's playing again.
The Nets don't want to play. The team don't want to play. So now they about to find out how replaceable they are.
Yo, what's gonna be dope also is
so disrespectful. He just got picked.
They building a bubble. They building a bubble in Chicago for the Knicks, the Cavs, the you feel me? That's the real bubble. That's the real bubble.
They need to let that go. But what I do want to say about the bubble in Florida, I mean, honestly, like I read that article and he was like, look, you know what? We ain't think that, the numbers was going to get as bad as they actually came. Cause like, they planned it like a few months ago. But I mean, if he was listening to Uncle Charla on, Breakfast Club, he's not there anymore. He says like, the craziest people are in the Bronx and all of Florida.
Time out. We are not crazy in the Bronx. We're passionate. Okay.
We
got a lot of black people. We got a lot of Latinos here. All right, we're passionate people.
Y'all walk with rocket launches every day.
Yo, shut up! No, we do not. We got razor blades, and we might have a gun. That's it.
You sounded more than passionate right now. You the type of person that they need to keep away from the bubble.
No, because we be chilling until Brooklyn people come around, and then that's why we gotta have the razor blade on us.
Kim Walker's from the Bronx, and he's calm, cool, collective.
Thank you.
Lance Stevenson's from Brooklyn. Oh, we got one.
Thank you.
Bro, I mean,
Bronx people I'm sorry, Bronx people, we are good until Brooklyn niggas. I don't understand. I don't know why. I don't know where it started, but it's always been like this.
All right, look, Bronx is debatable, right? But Florida is all night.
Crazy.
So I don't know.
No, Florida's not debatable at all.
Exactly. I don't know why they decided to go to Florida to put a bubble in there. They was like, oh, Disney World magical. They should have went straight to Las Vegas, where it's a little bit like
Las Vegas makes more sense, and I feel like they could have got more sponsors in Las Vegas.
Yeah, and it's more fun. I'm sure they could have sent women or men or whatever whatever interactions that the guys needed there. They would have had lots of fun and
I think they're trying to secure that Disney bag with ESPN.
That's what it is.
And now they messed up.
Isn't Disney the parent company to ESPN?
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, exactly. B. So there, Walt Disney's opened its arms up to the NBA.
Yeah, and they got the studios and everything.
I mean, I think I saw a video on YouTube about a player, a couple of players. They were showing off the bubble, like they're already in there.
Yeah.
No, we'll get into more of that. I was about to mention something.
I didn't get a chance to see it, but I didn't know if it was real or not. So I didn't click on it.
I haven't seen the inside of the bubble, but what I did see was the food.
Yeah,
that food trash.
It is super trash.
What you saw?
Oh, you didn't see it? Yo, look at the WhatsApp real quick, Harold. I posted 2 Twitter posts. The one is showing what the food looked like for the first day in the NBA bubble versus the WNBA bubble.
Which chat? The FBA or the coaches?
The coaches. Yo, I'm about to tag you in it right now. There you
Troy
go.
Daniels,
you got it.
For those listening, Troy Daniels posted a photo of the meal that he got in the bubble and one night, and let's just say it didn't look too appetizing.
I feel like the photo for this episode should be the comparison between that and the WNBA bubble food.
Yo, they're gonna get in great shape though.
No, they're not. There's not enough. That's not enough calories. The WNBA one. Now that will help you. Oh, this shit looks so good.
Bro, Harold, you can't even eat that and survive.
I saw a bag of chips. Look, a bag of Stacy potato chips.
Yo, I don't care. I'm spazzing. Yo, if I'm an NBA player, even if I'm a trash NBA player, like I don't even make $1 million a year. I see that shit, I'm spazzing.
Yeah, but that's Troy.
I'm like,
that's
you wouldn't let LeBron eat this.
Remember, exactly. That's Troy Daniels' plate.
Nah, but what's this nigga I never heard of on the
Daniels plate.
No, but this nigga I never heard of on Brooklyn. He got a better meal. His name was Chris.
I want to see LeBron's plate. I want to see LeBron's plate.
Chips and onions and seasoning. Like, he's gonna season his chips with, like,
I want to see.
Lettuce.
Yo, none of that goes together, bro.
Yeah, none of
it. What kind of meal? None of it goes together, bro. I see he got ketchup there. Where he gonna put ketchup on?
And that's dinner. They didn't even
let me put this right here.
Yeah, yo,
that a cup of coffee.
If we do a video portion, I'm showing it on here. That's the WNBA one. Yeah. That's what Troy Daniels got in the NBA.
That's Troy Daniels' dinner, man. I want to see LeBron's dinner, bro.
There's a tweet that they said they had the SpongeBob like drooling and licking his lips, and they said the NBA players when they saw LeBron's plate.
Exactly.
Hold on, I'm looking for this Brooklyn player's meal. His name is Chris.
Oh, I found it. He's showing the dry chicken with the noodles.
Oh, post that. They
gave him like two lettuce and mad carrots, and mad watermelons.
Oh wait, I think watermelons
see,
racist.
From what I see, the courts they're gonna be like back to back, like next to each other, right next to each other.
Wait. So it's gonna be like.
Yeah, so how are they gonna televise it? Like, are we gonna be able to see another game behind them?
Right, let me
remember, this is
this is Chris's meal. It's a little bit better.
Yo, Harold. Remember, this is everything that I said could happen. And I remember Mike was laughing at me. I was like, bro, you could have.
Let's go back to the episode.
I told y'all that you could.
Nah, yeah, you did. You could have
multiple gyms on one location.
You did. I was one of the people that bashed you for it.
Bro, I have proof. I had all my stuff saved.
Let's go back to the podcast episode.
I give you your props. You called the bubble. And they actually going through with it. Cut
this man a check. This nigga won 3 championships.
That's it.
And he designed the bubble the right way.
That's it. I'm a mastermind.
Yo, Silver, cut the check.
Bro, I'm waiting, man. I'm waiting.
So how they gonna? Yeah, but how they gonna televise? Are we gonna be able to see one game on one court and then behind them?
Yo, maybe
matchup is playing.
Maybe it's gonna be like a league. Maybe it's gonna be like a league pass thing.
Bro, Harold, think about it in the Olympics. In the Olympics, they be in the same arena, but you be able to see different sporting events happening during at the same time. Like you could flip between racing.
You're talking about like that, but that's like, but this is like in the playoffs, you'll be able to see, because in the Olympics.
But they're not jumping straight to the playoffs, right?
No. But they're doing it right there in the same courts. But like I said, like I was saying, the Olympics, they play after each other on the same court. Like right away, you see the players. They're waiting, like in summer league, when the players are waiting to get on the court.
No, you're talking about just the NBA Olympics. I'm talking about the Olympics in general.
Yeah.
Where like you can watch a racing event, you can watch a swimming event, you can watch
gymnastics,
whatever, right? And all that stuff is happening at the same time.
I mean, I'm just saying. I know if that's what they have to do, that's what they have to do, because everybody got to keep in mind we're not gonna get the same exact product that we're used to.
Oh yeah, of course.
It's gonna be altered. It's gonna be different. You might not get
everything's gonna be limited.
Yeah,
NBA 2K sounds delayed.
We might not like it, but we might not get comfortable with it until the shit is over.
I think honestly at this point, because we've been so deprived from basketball, like whatever product that they give us, we're gonna appreciate it.
Yeah, but you're gonna get them haters. You're gonna get them Alexes. Yo.
It was
telling me they got billions and they can't
You're not gonna disrespect Alex like that.
I mean,
That's my dog.
The Alexes of the world.
Those type of fans ain't never satisfied. Don't you remember? Like he was complaining. He was like, "Yo, last playoffs was like the worst playoffs." Mind you, there was so much drama during that playoffs.
Exactly.
It was the worst playoffs. A lucky shot ended my ring.
Oh my gosh, but it was dramatic though. It was
I don't care about the dramatics. That was my game.
LeBron wasn't in it, so there was no.
That was my game.
That bounce, bro.
Fuck that bounce.
Wasn't in it.
That was a very competitive game, and mind you,
I used to like Kawhi Leonard, but honestly, that bounce, I can't stand him now, and that's literally the only reason. That's literally the only reason. It's super petty.
Yo, he's immortalized. Bro. Yo.
I literally almost pulled a mic and almost broke my phone when that shit happened.
The Raptors and the 76ers have to retire his jersey.
Yo,
that's crazy.
wait, didn't he wear number 3? That's disrespectful. Wait, what was his number on
who knows?
Toronto.
I know he had 3 bounces. That's it.
Yo, shut up.
Oh man.
How do you feel about Bradley Beal sitting the season out?
He should.
If I was him, after I get my money from the Wizards, like I'm pulling a John Wall, but without being injured. Like fuck the Wizards.
Yeah, bro. What is he playing for? Like
what? I'm sorry. Like there's no point for him playing, even though I think the Wizards on the bubble to make the playoffs? No, right?
They are.
Yeah, they can get 8 seeds.
Oh, the lower part of the East is horrible. But anyway, there's no point. He's wasting his career. He got it. Did he get paid yet, or is he still opting for free agency?
It doesn't even matter. He's gonna make money this year whether he plays or not.
Yeah, but honestly, the Wizards, the Wizards fucked it up. They had a nice little window when Wall improved his shot a little bit,
but it wasn't dumb. They couldn't have like foreseen John Wall getting injured back to back.
It was before
like 2 years.
It was before that. Their decline happened before his injury, and it was due to him not properly. I don't know. Their management was horrible. Like they let John Wall do way too much, and he was being
he was their superstar.
I know, but you can't let a superstar, unless the superstar is literally bringing you wins, like LeBron was, like Allen Iverson was early in his career. You can't let.
John Wall was a big deal though.
No, he wasn't. No, I'm not. Look, John Wall is one of my favorite point guards. I put him above. I put him above a lot of elite point guards because I feel like most elite point guards aren't actually point guards.
Like who?
I put him over Kyrie because not skill wise, Kyrie would kill.
Wow.
Let me finish skill wise. And one-on-one basketball. One-on-one basketball, Kyrie would destroy John Wall. I'm talking about point guard skills. A point guard is supposed to.
In team basketball, you pick Kyrie over John Wall too.
I
No, you do not. Who had
Yes,
a better?
I do.
No. Time out. People forget because Kyrie is such a good one-on-one basketball player. Who has had a better record as a team, leading their team to any type of thing without LeBron? John Wall has.
But John Wall has had Bradley Beal.
Bradley Beal isn't LeBron. Even before Beal, Wall had a better record than Kyrie did.
Lamont has a great point because John Wall is more well-rounded as a point guard.
Kyrie's
more well equipped for the point guard position. John Wall has more skills for that position than Kyrie. As
a player, if you want them as your star, as your number one option, right. Kyrie all the way. If we were comparing Kyrie as a two guard, he was there.
So then I don't think we're disagreeing then. I personally, if I'm picking a player to win with, I'm going to pick Kyrie. I think Kyrie is better. But if you're talking about like specifically point guard abilities in terms of setting up a play and passing, well, yeah, clearly that's John Wall.
Look, if it comes to like making a last shot, yes, Kyrie all the way, right? But I don't want Kyrie leading my team. Kyrie's never done anything for a team leading it. Not at all.
I mean, do you want John Wall leading your team?
Really.
Like how far?
No.
John Wall?
No. I said if I had a choice between those two, I'm not picking John Wall as like my overall leader. I have Chris Paul over. In my opinion, Chris Paul.
Yeah, of course.
Chris Paul is the. If someone had to ask me.
Top 3 leaders.
No. If someone had to ask me, who is your perfect like definition of like a point guard? It's between Chris Paul and Rondo. Chris Paul and Rondo.
I would say Jason Kidd.
Jason Kidd.
Jason Kidd. Scratch that. Jason Kidd is number one. Jason Kidd is number one.
But then
Nash in his prime. Because he didn't age well.
Lamont, if we're saying Jason Kidd, we're moving towards the Rondo-ish because Jason Kidd couldn't shoot.
No, Jason Kidd could shoot at the end of his career.
He's
one of the
top in the 3-point shots.
LeBron
developed one of the best 3-point shots.
This is why I give a lot of props. That's why I give a lot of props to Jason. I give a lot of props to Jason Kidd and LeBron because they're the only people who really improved their jumper from a great standpoint from when they first came to the league. Like LeBron didn't do it as well as Jason Kidd did, but come on, you can't leave LeBron open on 3 anymore.
Bro, LeBron has a shot, bro. LeBron has an elite shot.
Yeah, when LeBron first came, LeBron was a better shooter. Then, like, his shot started becoming less and less, especially on the free throws.
Because he started. I don't want to say he got lazy, but he realized that he was stronger and faster than everyone.
He could just dunk on everybody.
and that ruined his shot.
I remember when LeBron James and Vince Carter were like shooting half-court shots, like especially like when they would go against each other. Like LeBron had a shot in the beginning.
Yeah, but then it went away, and then he got it back. He fixes.
In the beginning, it was straight talent, like straight raw talent.
Yeah, it wasn't a pretty shot, but he always made it.
Look, as long as it's consistent, it don't have to be pretty. Wait, what was your dude's name from Houston, Mike? What's his name?
Point guard.
I think he was a 2 guard. Was it Kevin? What was that? He had a ugly shot. I could never get it right. Kevin Martin. I could never get his shot released in 2K because that shit was so fucking ugly. But he was wet. His shot was wet.
If you're talking about ugly shots, what about Jacob Noah? Jacob Noah's shot?
Oh, his shot is disgusting. His shot is disgusting.
Sean
Marion had a bad shot. Or Lonzo Ball in college.
No, Lonzo Ball's shot's not ugly. It's just super unorthodox. It's unorthodox. It's super unorthodox. It wasn't.
It was open.
I wouldn't say it's ugly. It's just unorthodox because he.
It was going in college.
Yeah,
man. He waved that ball in the fucking.
Oh man.
Lamont, you look like you were beginning a TikTok right there.
Yeah, I seen it, man. Yo, they're about to cancel TikTok.
They're about to ban it. But
they banning TikTok in America.
I heard because
they're doing it in India.
Chinese companies and shit.
They're doing it in India and China.
They don't allow you to put Black Lives Matter on TikTok.
Ooh.
What?
Guys,
I didn't hear. Wait, we're getting off topic with the TikTok thing now.
They don't want you to post hashtags.
So, what do you guys' thoughts on the Gregg Popovich and Brooklyn Nets rumors?
Bro, that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know if it's actually no. I think it's true because look, let's be honest. If you want to win now, and I think Brooklyn wants to win now, that's why they signed both Kyrie and Kevin. You're gonna have to try and get one of the best coaches. Like, and then he denied it on a podcast. I was almost at the Joe Budden podcast. What was the podcast that it was Joe and what was it?
Bro. Gregg Popovich is going to look at both of them up and down and
Carl,
go right back to San Antonio, bro.
Carl,
Yeah, that's a bad move.
You
That's
know
a bad
what?
move.
Hold on. Yo, Carl.
That's a
Carl
bad
is the
move.
last.
That's a bad move. That's a bad move for Pop.
No, I
That's
agree.
a bad move for Pop.
I agree.
Carl is the last
That's a
person.
bad mix.
Hold on. Carl is the last person that wants Gregg Pop in the Nets.
Because he's a Nick fan.
Listen, the Nets will win a chip with Gregg Pop, Kyrie.
I don't think
and KD.
I disagree, bro. I disagree.
Nah,
I think
man, they will win a chip, bro.
honestly, I think it's a bad idea, bro. Because look,
Nah, I don't think. I think.
let me talk. Right?
Go ahead.
So Pop. Yo, Pop is 71 years old, bro.
He's 71 years young.
Nah, he's old.
Don't disrespect
bro.
that, King.
And then now let's think about the players that let's think about the players that Pop has had to coach, right? First he had David Robinson,
The Admiral. There we go.
Right. So he so
he had the little general too.
All business.
he's all business. He's a cool
Serious.
dude. He's a cool dude, right? And then while he had the Admiral, he transitioned into who?
Tim Duncan.
The big
Tim Duncan. Another nice, quiet kind of dude, right?
Business.
Then he had Manu and he had Tony, right? But he had them as kids, right? They were kids and they grew up with him. They looked at Pop as a dad or whatever. And then they also saw Tim Duncan. It was like, okay, Tim Duncan's the best player and he follows Pop, so we gonna follow Pop. Now, then he had Kawhi. Kawhi was a young dude, right?
Business.
Serious dude, but he couldn't control Kawhi in this era, right? Because Kawhi left.
I honestly don't.
Hold on.
You can get back. I don't blame, and I don't think Kawhi blames Pop for the disconnect. He doesn't.
Nah, he blames the organization.
He blames it because he actually went and spoke to Pop after everything went down. I don't think that he had it. I don't think Pop was the issue. But what you were saying?
He went and spoke to Pop, but Pop couldn't get him to come back, right?
Because fuck the Spurs organization. Like, even if you're my mans, but if they did me wrong, I'm like, yo, I fucks you. You go on another team, I got you, but I can't fuck with them.
Bro. In hindsight, you got to give this. You got to give that L to Popovich for losing one of the best players ever.
Bro, that's not on Pop.
And hold on,
that's not on Pop.
That is on Pops. When you think about the Spurs, you think about Popovich, right? Yo, he's been coaching them
of that organization.
Yeah.
Yo, he's been coaching them. He's been coaching the Spurs since 1996, bro.
He's like what Coach K. What Coach K is to college, basically Gregg Pop or
bro.
No, look,
exactly, bro.
I agree, but do you think it was Pop that was like, all right, we need to get to get back? His issue wasn't with Pop.
Lamont, don't you even remember? Lamont, don't you remember?
That's like he takes the win. When
Lamont,
what happens when Becky Hammonds get hired, he takes the win.
Everything is for Pops, right?
Yeah, everything is for Pops.
Lamont,
but that's directly from Pop.
But Lamont, don't you even remember? Pop was saying specifically that he was not letting Kawhi be in the West. He specifically chose which team Kawhi went to. Because
Kawhi was going to go regardless. Kawhi was no, but listen. If Kawhi, but that's smart. If you're losing a player anyway, you're not gonna trade that player within your conference. He had to put him anyway. But he still. But look.
Lamont,
but you can tell.
Lamont,
but it's not. But I'm saying it's not an L. He still did Kawhi good. He couldn't put him. He's like, look. I can't put you in the West where you want to go.
Lamont,
you brought up that the fact that he didn't put him in the West.
Yeah, but Lamont, I'm using that to establish how much control Pop has over that organization and over Kawhi's contract.
Okay,
to illustrate that all of this happening, the L has to go to Pop because Pop has control over his contract, and he also has control over the situation and the scenario.
Okay, you said that, but here's my counter to that, right? My organization already fucked up the situation because Pop tried 3 times to fix the situation, right? But because he had to play middleman between the Spurs organization, Kawhi, and whatever, right? He did all that. Shit wasn't going to change. If Kawhi was going to stay, he wasn't playing. That's not on Pop. His issue, Kawhi literally said in his statement after everything was done, it wasn't on Pop. He was done with the organization. So Pop had to do the best he could do with that situation. They had to get rid of him regardless, and they could have gotten rid of him and put him anywhere. But to salvage that relationship with Kawhi, he still put him on a good team. But he most likely told Kawhi, look, I'm gonna do you good, but I can't have you go to the Lakers or any other team on the West, because look, if I'm gonna leave you, I'm not gonna leave you and you be a direct rival.
He ended up right there in the West anyway.
Yeah, he was going to the West regardless, but for that year, like you have to try and get some type of win. Like he had to get rid of him regardless.
I'm not disagreeing with any of that.
But that's why. Yeah, and he got DeRozan. DeRozan isn't Kawhi, but he still got a pretty good package for Kawhi.
Yeah, an all-star.
Yeah, like he did the best out of that situation. Like that's not an L for him. An L would have been him. An L would have been Kawhi sitting out the whole year. They get nothing for him, or Kawhi going straight to a Western Conference team.
But what would have been a win? A win would have been to keep Kawhi.
Yeah, that wasn't up to freaking Pop. Pop could have been like, yo, Kawhi, if you stay with us, Jesus is coming back and I have proof. He still wasn't staying because he was all fuck the Spurs.
He lost.
Yeah, but why
that wasn't on Pop.
But why was he saying F the Spurs? Why was he saying F the Spurs? Because the Spurs wanted him to play and he felt like he was hurt. Yeah. Who do you think wants a Kawhi to play? Don't you think that has to deal with Pop? When the teams went and had a whole conversation with Kawhi, and it was like, oh yeah, we were playing with Pop and we got injured. Who do you think orchestrated that conversation? Look, you don't think that was Pop?
If Pop did that, if Pop did that, I'll take that L. But Pop doesn't come off as that person. He could be extremely no. That's the thing. He could be extremely manipulative. He could be extremely manipulative,
bro.
But I don't see it.
Yo, everyone calls him Pop because he tries to be everyone's dad. Like, bro,
he is everyone's dad.
Exactly. And what do dads do? They try to control the situation. What do some rebellious sons do? They leave. They leave their dads.
The third best player.
But if Pop was involved in that, Kawhi would know, and Kawhi would not fuck with Pop after that. He still, even after he won the championship, he still hung out with Pop afterwards.
People do shady stuff all the time, bro.
No, but what I'm saying is, if that is the truth, Kawhi would know that he was behind that, and Kawhi wouldn't fuck with him after that. Kawhi still talks to him. That's why I don't believe that he was behind it.
They passed it up. I don't know if they talk, but leaving his team is telling Pop.
No, I'm not. After all that, what am I passing it up for you?
Bruh.
There's no reason. You didn't believe me when I was hurt, and after I win, you want to.
And I believe Pop had some negative things to say about Kawhi after that.
No, he did say one thing somewhat negative, and it was a comment that I would say, because it was a smart ass comment, because the reporter asked him how Kawhi was doing. He said, I don't know. You'd have to ask one of his doctors.
Exactly.
But that's what they patched up. That's what they had to talk about. I don't believe that Pop was in charge of it.
I mean, during the time there was beef, there was friction there.
That's Pop keeping it real right there.
He caught the L, bro. During the time he caught the L. They passed it up, but he caught the L.
Look, I don't think Kawhi leaving the Spurs was on Pop. Another reason, right?
Go ahead.
I don't. If that was the case, like the way that they got rid of Tony Parker, I don't see that as a Pop move either as well. I don't. I feel like
they traded him.
No, but come on, they've let players of less quality die on the.
That was definitely a.
Yeah, they let. I think that no wait, actually no. I meant to say I think that was Pop to try and help out with Kawhi, because
the Kawhi situation,
because when you think about Tony Parker led the players only meeting to try and pressure him into it. Like, I felt like he had to do that because that's another reason why I don't think Pop was behind all of that, because I don't see. I said I could be wrong. I'm okay with eating crow. I don't believe it. I need more.
All you're saying is that Popovich is a coach and he's playing chess. So he made an error and then he fixed it. Like, bro, that's very easy to believe. But let me go back to what I was saying about why Pop wouldn't be a good fit with Brooklyn Nets, because like you look at the type of players that he's had, and you look at the little debacle that he had with Kawhi, and Kawhi is a much younger player of this era. Now you got a 71-year-old dude that's going to have to lead or coach KD and Kyrie. And they're not young. They've been in the NBA for a long time. And not only have they been in the NBA for a long time, they've already won championships without Gregg Popovich. So now it's not like they need Pop to win chips. So their egos are already super high. They're divas. They're temperamental. They're whatever adjectives you want to call them. And then now you're going to imagine Pop, who's used to having a lot of control over his players. Now he's gonna tell Kyrie, all right, yo, you messed up. So I'm gonna have Spencer Dinwiddie play over you. You think that's gonna go easy with Kyrie?
I'll let you look. No. I'm not gonna hold you with Kyrie, because I think Kyrie is another issue. But I don't think Kevin Durant's gonna have an issue with it. It's the reason why it's not, because if you say like they won championships without Pop still has more championships than them, and Pop is the most respected coach. Let's think about this. For the most part, most of these players, they don't respect their coach because they think their coach is like an amazing player or anything like that. Like they just have a respect for the coach for what they do and how they treat their players and things like that. Pop is loved throughout the NBA, even outside of the NBA.
So was Brad Stevens.
Yo.
And Kyrie had it.
But before I started, I said I'm not gonna hold you on Kyrie. I said Kevin Durant. No, I said KD and everybody else.
KD's different.
I don't see anybody else on that roster. Yeah, I don't see anybody else on that roster having an issue.
Oh, yeah, of course.
It's Kyrie that's an issue. Because I still think that they should. I still think they should try, but I do agree with you, Carl. I don't think it's a good idea, and not because of Not because of Pop, Durant, not because of Kevin. It's because of Kyrie. That's the only reason why.
Kyrie's a big factor.
Because Kyrie, because also Kyrie, the only good coach Kyrie's ever really had, where he's had to like listen and not have another one, was Brad Stevens, and you saw how that happened.
Brad Stevens was
didn't work.
Yo, listen, Carl, I agree.
Yeah, go ahead.
I agree with you because I think it's a bad mix because Pop is used to having control, and these two got egos. But they got egos before Pops. It's not like he grew.
Exactly.
So I agree with you. But on the flip side,
forget Pop already coached them.
If Pop
Team USA.
If Pop comes in, and does what you said and becomes a Pop figure to them on that team and really
I don't see it happening, bro.
Like I said, I only see friction with Kyrie. I only see friction with Kyrie.
That could be great for Kyrie and Kevin Durant,
because it could motivate them to play better.
Strong mind coming on the team because he's a leader. Them dudes need leaders. They always went to.
Are you putting that stress on a 71?
That's not necessarily true, because I wouldn't. No disrespect to Steve Kerr.
Pop is older, bro.
But I don't see Steve Kerr as a leader. I don't. I'm sorry.
Bro, he got smacked up by Jordan, bro. He was.
This is what KD and Kyrie can offer Pop. They're gonna tell him, listen, just sit back and watch the show. Just enjoy these rings, bro. You can't say that to a military. You can't say that to a military man. You can't say that to a military man. Pop is gonna try to put his foot up their ass.
Pop is not like that, bro. There's been times where the Spurs were up and Pop was upset and he cursed the team out because they did not play.
Because he's a military man.
the way that he wanted them to play. He said, like, I don't care that you won, but you did not do it how I told you to do it.
Look, like I said, I don't see Kevin having an issue with that. I feel like that would help Kevin out more.
But Lamont,
Kyrie is the issue.
But Lamont, here's one thing I will say. I think KD cares how Kyrie feels, because now, like, you see Atkinson left, right? And I think that was Kyrie who is the reason why Atkinson had to leave, because
that's 100. No, that's 100%.
Yeah, but KD would also have to sign off on it, because KD never played never played with Atkinson, and the team was doing well. And I remember KD, like, you know, he was giving props to Karis LeVert when he was dropping 50 and everything like that. So, like, I think, and one of the reasons why KD even came to the Nets, he was just like, look, I like what the Nets are doing. And what was the Nets doing? They were winning under Atkinson. And Atkinson was getting a lot of players like D'Angelo Russell and Spencer Dinwiddie, and he was getting a lot of them to play better than they were projected to play. So I think KD was cool with Atkinson, but when Kyrie comes there, Atkinson has to leave and KD has to sign off on it.
But you see, but that's still Kyrie being the issue. If Kyrie's not there, but I'm saying, but if Kyrie's not there, that's not happening. It's still the problem. The problem is still Kyrie.
Yeah, but what I'm also saying too is that KD looks like he supports Kyrie.
Yes. I mean, even look at the situation.
But he has to right now. He hasn't really. Yeah, I think if he plays a full season with Kyrie, that might change. I feel like if he plays a full season with Kyrie, that might change. But he has to ride with his mans. He came to Brooklyn with Kyrie, for Kyrie. And so, like, if Kyrie thinks like because think about it, he hasn't really played with him. Yeah, he might have been in meetings and stuff like that, but
Team USA.
He hasn't. No, I'm talking about with Atkinson.
Yeah.
So, like, if Kyrie said he gotta go, it's like, look, you know better than I do. I'm gonna take your word for it. Boom. Let's get him out of here. I'm okay with that. I don't see that happening with Pop. But even if it did, but that's still Kyrie.
If Kyrie says Pops has to go, don't you think KD's also gonna go? Well, Pop, you gotta go. Nah. You think KD's
depends.
Gonna take
it depends
Pop
on
over Kyrie.
It depends on what's going on. And yes, if they're winning and there's no issue, and Kevin is doing great, and the only issue is freaking Kyrie's butt hurt because he did something that he didn't like, and he had to sit down, and then Kevin Durant's gonna be like, yo, I'm trying to get another ring. Aren't you trying to get another ring? Shut the fuck up. Like, you always making an issue.
I don't think Kevin Durant is capable.
I don't know.
No, I don't think I don't think he's capable of that, but I don't see him getting him out of there. Yeah. I would say that's a Kevin.
Especially not to Kyrie, because
I'm like, Kyrie, are we not winning? Like, nigga, weren't you just losing 2 seasons in a row? Shut the fuck up.
I kind of agree with Carl, because Carl saw the dynamic. KD follows Kyrie in some way. Even though KD shouldn't follow Kyrie,
he shouldn't.
But he does.
I mean, look at the Black Lives Matter issue when the Kyrie said what he said, and then KD came and defended Kyrie and went
against Perkins
and whatnot.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with KD, but KD's gonna, because they have a friendship outside of the court. So I guess it all depends on the dynamic that Kyrie has with Pop, and because that's like you have a problem with my mans and you have a problem with
that's what I'm saying. It all depends on Kyrie.
So KD enables it because he doesn't check. If your friend is doing something wrong, you understand that they're in the wrong.
He supports them no matter what.
You want to hear 2 hot takes that I have? There's 2 theories I have on KD for this. All right. One, KD is not an actual leader, and he doesn't have the
He's very skilled.
He's very. I'm talking about actual, like, a verbal leader. Like, I feel like
he's not.
Because, like, look, he was the best player on OKC, but if anybody asks who the leader of that team was, they're gonna be like, it's Westbrook. Then he joined the
after him too.
Did you say Roberson?
Who said Roberson?
I could have sworn somebody said Roberson. I was about to say, like, what the fuck? And then he went to the Warriors. He was not a leader on the Warriors. I've seen like 3.
He was just the best player.
I've seen like 3 clips of him like talking to people or like telling them what to do or bigging them up for a moment. Like he's not. So I feel like, unfortunately, he's going into that same thing where he's just gonna let Kyrie be the vocal leader. He's like, look, people are gonna think I'm the leader because I'm putting up the best points in the game and I'm doing like that. That's not what a leader does. And the other thing is, Kevin Durant could just be a massive big brain genius, and he's been doing all of this just to work with Kyrie, so he can be the LeBron for Kyrie, because he sees in Kyrie that Kyrie isn't an actual number one, but he has a very temperamental personality. So he's catering to Kyrie, but he believes in his skill to get him into another ring. And the reason why I think that is because this nigga's been bigging up Kyrie for years before they started playing together.
Well, that dynamic might work. Because Kyrie is a number two.
Kyrie is a number two with number one skills.
Yeah, number one. No, that talks. He's a number two that talks like a number one.
He has number one skills. He has number one skills. He just doesn't have the.
Nah, he don't got number one skills, man.
He has number one skills. He's a finisher.
No, he's a finisher. He has number one skills.
That's not all it takes.
Yeah, I see what Harold's saying. He doesn't have like leadership in him.
No, I agree.
Yeah, he doesn't.
I literally just had a rant about him not being a leader.
He doesn't have the number one mentality.
Yeah, that's it. He doesn't have the mentality to be number one. He has the skills to be number one. He doesn't have the mentality.
Man, then Durant's the same thing. So they're both 1A, 1B.
But that's the reason why that's why it feeds into my second theory about Durant. Like that he's just feeding Kyrie on to be that, to make him think that he's the leader while he's like manipulating in the background. Because I feel like he thinks that Kyrie is actually like one of the best second options he can have. But if he makes Kyrie think that he's the leader,
all right.
I think I could add one more theory. One more theory to that too is that the whole situation with him and Westbrook, like, maybe it didn't transpire the way that he wanted to, right? Because him and Westbrook were really good friends. And then, after, things went down, people was calling him Snake and this, that, and third. And that friendship totally messed up. And now he has like a friendship with Kyrie. And maybe he might look at Kyrie the way he looked at Westbrook. And he's like, you know what? I'm scared to mess this up again. Like, let me just, whatever Kyrie wants, Kyrie gets.
The only reason why I'm debunking the thing about him not being scared to mess it up again, because that wasn't the reason why he messed it up. Like, I don't think like Westbrook would have been as mad as he was of him leaving if this nigga said that he was.
Yeah,
this nigga just left. So we're supposed to be friends. Like even if it's a business deal, if it's a business deal, he was like, "Yo, I gotta go. I'm sorry." Because look, Westbrook wasn't pissed when Paul George left. He was just like, "Yo, I just gotta leave." He's like, "There's nothing I can do."
Right.
Like it's just the fact. It's just the way that, and that's the thing that pisses me off, because I think he doesn't understand the reason why Westbrook was mad at him.
I think also too, like the Paul George situation was different. One, Paul George signed for an extra year longer. Remember, he re-signed with him. And two, Paul George and him weren't as close as Westbrook was with KD. I mean, like when Westbrook got drafted onto I think it was still the Supersonics at that time, like KD was there. And so they started their NBA careers together.
But that also makes it worse, the fact that he left without even saying anything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Paul George is different. So like when you say, okay, well, you know what, he wasn't as mad with Paul George. Well, I mean, like the relationship wasn't as intense as it was with KD. But I definitely do agree with you that, how can't KD handle that situation is what caused Westbrook to not want to mess with him. And so that's why I bring it back to my third possible theory. I mean, we're all speculating here that, hey, you know what, in this situation, maybe he's afraid of handling, the Kyrie situation in the wrong way, kind of like the way that he handled the Westbrook situation in the wrong way.
Okay, I'm back on, because when I think about it, Kevin Durant didn't even realize why Westbrook was mad at him. If you remember the first game that they played against each other, this nigga walked up to him like they were supposed to be friends. And he was like, nigga, what?
Yo, bro, and Westbrook's the wrong person to do that with too.
You don't just
I hate to cut you guys short, but is that time again for us to bid adieu to all the beautiful people out listening and everyone that enjoyed my first 48 minutes.
Oh my God!
Never again.
Thank you guys again for listening. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share, comment, and rate the podcast. Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Yo, hashtag free Migs.
No, for hashtag I'm selling all Migs property in the office. He's not getting none of this stuff back. He ain't getting paid either.
Hey, son. So
Hey,
you're not getting no stimulus check?
Hey, don't worry, Migs. You still got what? 2 more weeks to get that extra 600 on the unemployment.
Don't try to find unemployment too, motherfucker. You ain't getting it either.
Damn.
So, anyone interested in working for the Coaches Challenge, you must have a previous 6 months to a year experience in podcasting.
Must be Dominican.
You must be Dominican. You must be Hispanic. And must have extensive basketball knowledge.
I want to know what lies you're gonna come up with.
You also must have a fantasy ring of a league that we are familiar with.
That's crazy. You're replacing him because he doesn't have a ring?
I mean, he has a ring for like that $1,400 league, that entry level league.
That don't mean nothing.
He said the entry level league.
Yeah, he said he was in a league that he had to pay like $3,000 to join.
Yo, fella.
That sounds like a nasty league.
You said what, Harold?
Catch you on the chat.
All right, guys.
All right.
Listening.
It's been real.
Next week. It's been good. Peace out.
Later, guys.
Peace. One.
Later, guys.